Outpouring of support for a fallen DeKalb County police officer, Edgar Flores, was shot and killed Thursday while conducting a traffic stop. Our very own Ashley Johnson has been on this story from the very beginning, and tonight she was at the Whitfield Funeral Home as his family and friends gathered to remember this young man.
Yes, Ron, it was extremely emotional being outside of Grady Hospital for the police processional. Tonight you saw those in uniform pull together again, along with friends who shared stories of Officer Flores and his unforgettable charm.
Just as someone who always liked to give and just smiled. Everyone's gonna remember him by his smile.
A night honoring a hero. Hundreds paid their respects for a DeKalb County police officer, Edgar Flores.
He was just a genuine, nice person. Like when you think of like the perfect picture of someone who's just nice all around, like that was him.
The flag flew at half-staff outside Whitfield Funeral Home. The mood was solemn as many mourned their brother in uniform, a family man, a fiance, and a comforting shoulder to lean on.
It just hurts knowing that so many people in his life are going to be missing him and not going to celebrate his birthday with him.
Officer Flores is a reminder of how much serving on the force is about family.
We were Officer Flores, his second family. You know, we talk about, the brothers and sisters in blue, and that's really what we see when something like this happens. It's a huge loss for the community, for his family, for his DeKalb Police family. I understand he was an excellent police officer, very, very productive. He did good things when he was at DeKalb Police South Precinct. I've heard nothing but great things about Officer Flores.
And the funeral for Officer Edgar Flores will be on Tuesday at All Saints Catholic Church in Dunwoody. We've posted more information on the front page of our website, 11alive.com.
All right, Ashley, thanks a lot.